Hey guys, as you can see from the title, today we're building Napoleon Dynamite's house. Napoleon Dynamite is one of my favorite movies. I just think it's so funny and weird and quirky. And his house definitely fits my building style, so I figured that would be the perfect one for me to build this time. This movie takes place in Idaho, I believe. And it's all like very like flat and farmy, and I had like a hard time deciding where I wanted to put it because I feel like sometimes these worlds in The Sims just don't match the aesthetic exactly. So I'm back in Newcrest again. I feel like I've been building in Newcrest nonstop lately, but it's just kind of the perfect like blank slate, kind of flat, you know. Even though there's like stuff going on in the background, we'll just pretend that's not there. So I want to start doing voiceovers more often for my speed builds. I don't know if it's going to be something that I do for every single one. And I don't know if I'm going to necessarily talk for the entire length of the video, but yeah, I'm just kind of playing around with it and seeing how it goes. I don't know if you guys prefer like just lo-fi speed builds or if you like voiceovers, so let me know what you prefer. But yeah, I thought it would be fun to just kind of like chit chat and make it like podcasty or something. So yeah, I played around with like the size of this house a lot because I had to make everything fit, and it didn't fit perfectly. Like I messed around with the layout a few times, but I could only make it so big without making it look like weirdly proportioned and you know, not true to the movie house. I tried to get it as true to the actual house as possible, but like even the roof tiles, they didn't match perfectly. Like they're kind of more of a tan, I think, in the actual house, and the other colors were a little too off, so I just kind of went with this whatever color that is. Kind of matches the brick, I guess. But yeah, I did the best with what I could, like with what you see of the actual house itself, because you kind of only see like the, you know, the front of it and like a few angles of the inside. So I just kind of had to wing it with a lot of it. So yeah, I added Tina's little pasture back here, and I was trying to find a black llama for Tina, but first of all, I couldn't even place a llama. I don't know why it doesn't let me place one. Maybe I need to have the shed there. I didn't even try after I put the llama shed, but there was no black llama anyway, so we'll just have to make a beige Tina or a rainbow Tina, because that's all The Sims wants us to have, I guess. So yeah, I'm just adding like drain pipes, and I add like a little hose hanging on the side, and some flower pots. What I could see in like the picture of the house that I was using as a reference was just some like random little flower stuff and like a bird bath, I think. So yeah, it's like a little bit grandma's house, a little bit not, a little bit carefree kind of decorating. I feel like I struggle a little bit with landscaping builds. I feel like I don't try as hard as I should, which is something I would like to work on, but I just, oh my god, like so many people are so good at landscaping and they seem so effortless, and I just feel like I have to work really hard to get landscaping to look decent or real for my builds. But yeah, I feel like that's just something I gotta work on a little bit and practice a little bit more. But there's not a whole lot of landscaping going on this one anyway. It's just some plants around like the front of the house, and that's it. The flamingo is my own little touch because I don't think that was in the actual house, but this house just looks like it needs a flamingo, you know? It just looks like it belongs there. Laying out this house was kind of a pain to do. Like, I took a really long time and I cut most of that out because I played around with different layouts for a really long time. But there's no like actual idea of what the layout is from the movie, so I just kind of winged it and tried to do it the best I could from the little bit that you can see in the scenes that show the interior of the house. Like originally I started with, I tried to do like the platform for the kitchen over on the side with the front door, but I don't know, I just didn't like it that way because it was gonna leave me with like awkward placement for the side door. I guess that's still like a front door, but it's like their little, not their main door. So yeah, I went with the kitchen platform over where that back door is, which I feel like it might be accurate because I feel like there's a part where they go in through that door and there's like the little dining area and kitchen and stuff over there. But yeah, I don't know, so I just kind of winged it. And then over here I had to extend the house. I had to make it bigger to make it fit everything I wanted in there. But I could only get so big without making it look weird and like the proportions would just be off. So I don't know, I did my best. I put like a little dining area here. I didn't fully play test this, so I don't know. I think that the Sims can get around okay. They might not be able to use like that chair that's up against the wall, but I struggled a little bit with the cabinet placing too. Like, this is one of those situations where like I feel like I could have made the kitchen wider, but then it would throw off the proportions of everything, so I just went with adding the cabinets like up until a certain point, and then I just didn't add cabinets like where the curtains are. I don't know if that looks weird, but I think it turned out okay. This is only like the second time I've done the like the little opening to the kitchen type of thing, like the counter space being open to the living room. I really like how that looks in real life, and people seem to have really liked it when I did it for that single mom low income house that I built. But yeah, like this is actually in the movie too, like the iconic kitchen. I played around with different rugs over here, but ultimately I came back to that circular like braided rug because it seemed like what fit the best in this kind of like 70s 80s style of kitchen that they have. I also wish we had more options for like paneling for the walls. This is, I think, the wallpaper from Outdoor Retreat, so it's supposed to be like cabin walls, like exterior walls, I think, but they're like the closest thing to paneling inside, which sucks. I think we should have more kind of like nostalgic older style build items like that. But I did make use of a Winged Llama's Nostalgia Living pack a lot in this because I feel like this is just the perfect build for that. The couch is like almost identical, I feel like, to the one in the actual house. So that worked out pretty well. But yeah, they don't show the whole like living room area too much, I don't think, at least not that I can remember in the movie, so I just kind of had to wing it with the layout of the living room. And I'm pretty sure they have like a TV in their living room in the movie itself, but I couldn't find like good placement for that, so I just kind of ended up adding like a piano in this corner over here and like display cabinet hutch type of thing. Every time I finish up a build, I feel like I could have definitely cluttered the kitchen more, or like just cluttered more in general, but I have like a real issue with the way cluttering works in this game. Like I hate that everything snaps on to like specific tiles, and I know that you can just do like the free placing thing, but on counters and stuff, it's just such a pain in the butt. And I feel like from the videos of Project Renee, it looks like free placing stuff and sizing stuff up and down and moving it up and down is just going to be so much more intuitive than it is in The Sims 4. So that's one of the things that I'm kind of looking forward to with Project Renee or Sims 5 or whatever you want to call it. That's like one of the things that I don't enjoy too much about cluttering up spaces, because if it was all free place, I would clutter so much more. And I know that some people don't like a ton of clutter, but I do. I think it makes it more realistic and lived in. So I do like to clutter, but it gets so tedious having to move things out of the way and then like place things floating like in the spot where it's supposed to be, and then you don't get it in the right spot. So sometimes I honestly just kind of give up on cluttering, which sucks because I would totally love to do more. I did use a decent amount of CC in this build, but as usual I've included it in the tray file download, so I hope that's not too big of a deal. I was like trying to stay away from using too much CC for a while because having to link all of it all the time was really so tedious, and it took forever, and it was just so much. And I know that people don't always want to go and click on like a million different links and download a million separate pieces of CC just so they can use a build to its fullest. You know, I totally get that, and it's totally annoying. I wouldn't want to do it. So I kind of stopped using CC for a while, but then I was able to get the CC report from Better Build Buy to finally work in my game. So that makes it so much easier because it just like compiles a list of all the CC that you used, and I can just go in and copy and paste all those files into a folder and just put it there for everybody, and it makes everybody's lives easier, I feel like. I know that a lot of CC creators have like a terms of use against that kind of stuff, but it's like, you know, it's out there for free and I'm not taking the credit, so I'm just gonna add the CC that I used in my build to the build download, and it is what it is. You know, all the credit is there, and all your names are on the CC and stuff, and none of it is like paywalled by me or still paywalled by the original creator, so I guess it is what it is. Also, can I just say I love that a winged llama added like the wires and plugs to the lamps. I think that is like so cool, and I wish that that was a actual like in-game thing that they did, was more little details like that that just make the game more realistic. You know, there's no plugs or outlets or anything like that, and I feel like that's such a missed little opportunity for a simple thing that can make the game more realistic for everybody. I don't know. So yeah, I really like that they do that. This bedroom here I figured would be like the Napoleon's grandma's room, but I didn't decorate with like anybody in particular in mind. I figured it would just be like Napoleon and Kip, I think that's his name, right? Kip, living here. So I left that room a little bit bare, and yeah, I don't know, I just couldn't decide on how to decorate that one in a way that would be like true to them. But I did decorate Napoleon's room in a much more Napoleon kind of way, or at least as much as I as much as I thought was a Napoleon kind of way. I love these cabinets from the For Rent pack because I feel like they're the closest cabinets we currently have to like a more early 2000s, like late 90s kind of kitchen and bathroom vibe. So I really like using those in these kinds of builds. All of the other cabinets just seem so like modern and ritzy, and as you guys know, I don't really do ritzy that often, if at all. I just like that old school, like almost kind of grungy and more realistic type of thing. In the bathroom, I feel like I definitely added like a little bit more of a grandma's house touch to it. I don't know if you'd even say that, but like, you know, the like folded up little towels and stuff, and the like pink hand towel and robe, and the pinkish bath mats. But also, I thought those towels were perfect for like a Napoleon kind of vibe. So yeah, this is Napoleon's bedroom, and the high school years, like bed and dresser, I felt like were kind of perfect for this style too. And then we've got his his VHS tapes where he probably watches his dance and fighting videos or whatever he gets into. I took a really long time trying to decide like all the posters and wall decorations that I should add. I really like these two wall sticker CC things that I have. There's like a ton of swatches for both of them, so it can take a while to cycle through all of them, but there's so many good choices. But I added like the little knife over there because, you know, Napoleon's such a badass. So there's that, and then I feel like Napoleon would kind of be like into conspiracy stuff, so I added the little alien, and I'll add like UFO posters and stuff here. Those little like anime sort of mythical animals were the closest thing that I could find to like his weird obsession with fairy tale animals. So I also add like a CC box of like D&D in here because I feel like Napoleon would definitely be a D&D guy. So yeah, we've got like the little alien sticker, a couple of UFO posters, some conspiracy stuff. I love this little basket from High School Years with like, it adds like a little bit of messiness and junk to the room, and there's the D&D box. And I added a little notebook over his TV too, which is, I just imagined like that's where he would draw his Liger sketches and stuff. And the dumbbells, of course, because Napoleon likes to work out. So yeah, that's basically it for the interior. I go back to the exterior and I just add some terrain paint and some grass and weeds and stuff. But yeah, it's like a pretty simple build. But this one was fun for me because I love that movie so much. And I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you enjoy the screenshots coming up at the end. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.